Welcome everyone, greetings. Channel Light Codes is on again, and yet again we are sharing another channeling. So last week we spoke a lot about the throat chakra and what's going on with the collective, why everyone has trouble voicing things. And for me, my journey got a bit deeper this week, and I basically read my own Akashic because I felt these things are connected to trauma I received in another lifetime. And yeah, that was true. But my higher self came through in the end, and I want to share with you guys a little bit of what they said about how we make up each other's worlds. And when you really think about it, what matters in this life or any other life, basically an Akashic, is always consisting of wounds and hurt and all the joys, of course, that we have received in relationship to others. So when you are at the end of a life, what you're looking back to is probably the relationships you leave behind and the relationships you've made, grown, yeah, cared for. But to want to have a relationship, first and foremost, with others, you have to have a good relationship with yourself. And voicing things is not only telling the world how you feel, but it makes it more tangible for your own self to realize how you feel. So it has a lot to do with reality, identity, and connection to other. These three are intrinsically connected. I did not really think about it like that. I did not really realize it like that. But thanks, higher self, for doing that for me. And this is why I share this with you guys. I think is really important for us to realize at this moment in time. And afterwards, I also want to talk a bit about identity and destruction of our world. So please hang on. For you as an individual, we have just stated that you make up someone's world. Please treat this responsibility with care. And don't feel, and is it a duty for me to live a life because you make up someone's world? Always remember that. Each and every one of you should remember this daily. How I show up in the world is what the world looks to so many people surrounding me. If I smile, then fine. But please don't confuse this with always having to be happy. But we wish you to feel like you can always share and make your world transparent so that the other one knows where you're at, what you're experiencing, and where you need help with. So be each other's worlds, really, be each other's worlds. When you do not speak and engage and share, people do not understand your world and people cannot enter your world. And it is a very lonely experience here on earth. And that is valid for every human being. Share and be transparent and be open. Let other people in and make up each other's lives. It is not only confusing, but it is threatening to your sense of reality when you withdraw too strongly into your mind and when you cannot understand the current reality anymore. You lose not only the persona you inhabit, you lose a way to manifest yourself properly in this reality, take on the learning and process everything, and go through the life as is intended. It is a much more pleasurable experience when you do it consciously and aware and not try to shut yourself out from life so much. This also means that all people on earth should question their habits of escaping from reality, be it through TV, be it through alcohol, be it through drugs, be it through anything that is keeping you from the current life. Just ask yourself, what is the current life and what is the present moment? Where do I need to return more frequently into the present moment, into the immediate feelings, learnings, and what is presenting itself? There's something that you bring into the life each day, and then something life or the universe brings to you each day to deal with. Is this a train you take, or is this a train you avoid? So, which train do we take? Are we more of an escapist, or are you more of a go-getter, I'm dealing with this right now person? I think personally, I'm sometimes this and sometimes that, to be honest. But yeah, so obviously, the spirit has the notion that we do not deal enough with the present moment and we tend to escape reality a lot. And I don't really know, do we all use alcohol, drugs so much? I'm not sure, but I guess they use the word drug in a wider sense. So I guess they also mean social media, just any form of escapism, really. And it can be meditating. We talked about that also in spiritual bypassing. So let's be aware of when are we doing this? And let's come back to the present moment, because obviously we need to experience this reality in order to deal with all the things we need to deal with. And voicing how you feel, how you experience life seems to be intrinsically connected to really getting your own reality and sharing this world. So we must not lose ourselves in an alternative reality. And that can mean either not talking honestly about how you feel, when you always gloss over, oh yeah, fine, or no, everything is okay. I'm not, sad that my husband left me. I'm not telling anyone that my job is not there anymore or that I've got a real bad result at my medical appointment last week. So this is an alternate reality you're creating, and you do not allow yourself to be in the world that you are actually in. This is also splitting energies, You're sad because you ABC, lost your job, got divorced or whatever. But you get not to experience that to the extent you need because you're telling everyone else everything's fine. It's just an example. I don't know if this is you or not, but I know that I lose myself sometimes in an alternative reality, be it a book, be it a podcast, be it a story, a novel, be it TV, I don't drink personally, I don't do drugs or anything, but yeah, there are ways, multiple ways to escape reality, and we're all guilty of social media, I feel. So last week I intentionally cut ties to Instagram, and I do not miss it, I have to say. I was never really a fan of the platform, but I felt like, okay, no, everyone's shouting into this void. No one's really interacting. No one's really listening. We're all having eternal monologues, but we rarely get to speak with each other. And we really need to tend those relationships around us. So the 10 to 30 people you're meeting every week, these are your relationships, and these are the people who need to know how you are, and these are the people you need to ask how they are. So I really find it strangely cool to engage more in offline connections. I remember how it was before the internet, and it was pretty good, I have to say. Makes me realize how old I am also. So if you're very young, this is a complete new experience for you. Just try to feel into it and try to maybe find a best buddy you're doing this with, a friend at school or a family member, and just tell each other, okay, let's do 1 week without social media, or let's just 1 week where we're connecting more with other people. And even if it's just one appointment and you can manage, yeah, one real life appointment every week, it's just such a game changer, guys. Okay, this was it for me today. I want to do more Yeah, I want to do an energy update for February. Don't panic if you wanted to have it this week. I'm sorry, but I want to do it a little bit closer to the actual start of the year of the firehouse, which will be mid-February. So we'll do an energy update, but it will be a week later into February. So we're really getting the energies and the change between snake and horse, which will be interesting. Okay, everyone, I love you so much. Please stay tuned. Please stay offline as much as you can and voice what you feel and what is going on inside that beautiful body, head, and mind of yours.